Hello everyone, I greet in the name of God Almighty. Today we have a very interesting video to react to, and this one says that it's actually a report. It shows that Obama used CIA against Trump in 2016 election. Do you believe this? Wow. It shows that a lot of things are really happening that some of us don't get to know about this. But then let's look at, in essence, some of the things that will be discussed in this very podcast to prove why Obama used CIA against President Donald Trump in 2016. And then we are going to look at the effect or what is going to happen in this very 2024, if in a sense similar approaches can still be used by Joe Biden. So let's get down to this video and then check out some of the report that is in this very podcast.
Vinny,
so just stay tuned with me.
Obama, CIA. Can you give us a little bit info on what happened?
Yes, I can. Let me.
Was something in the news?
Yeah, something in the news. So Obama, his CIA asked foreign agencies to spy on Trump's associates, and Roger Stone was one of those guys. I know, like. I talked to him yesterday. He was one of these people.
That's your buddy.
So, which, if you think about it, this is the best way to do it. Have someone else do the dirt, and you get the goods. You know what I mean? So this report has not been confirmed by mainstream media, but why would they confirm it when they're all biased against Trump? So why? You know what I mean? Like it's obvious. So the people who reported it are credible as hell, Matt Taibbi and Mike Schellenberger. And let's not forget, do you know who the CIA director was at the time of all this? Guys, anybody? John Brennan, okay, Mr. Deep State himself. He despises Trump. And do you guys know what his job is right now, Tom? The ex-director of the CIA. Guess what he does right now?
He's working for a think tank, like for international interests.
MSNBC analyst. And you know what they do? They just bash Trump every single turn he gets. He's been bashing him from the beginning. And if you hear the report from two credible reporters, it's not hard to believe that Trump was spied on. And Rob, do you have the clip that I sent you of Brent? This is John Brennan in 2018. By the way, this is the guy that's supposed to be non-biased. Look at how he talks about Donald Trump. Look at this guy.
John,
the reputation of the office of the presidency. He is, I think, the most divisive president we've ever had in the Oval Office. He is...
Oh, what the heck? Oh, damn. Charmin?
Because you're so full of shit, Vinny. They want you to wipe your ass right now.
Well, basically,
sorry, go ahead.
Hatred and animosity and misunderstandings among Americans.
I and so many other former national security officials are speaking out because of the abnormal and aberrant behavior of Mr. Trump.
This is a very large and painful national kidney stone. The relief we feel afterward is going to be just exhilarating.
Why does he sound British?
He's a, yeah. By the way, you can pause this. So think about this, and people are like, "Well, it's not widely reported, dude." They were 100% spying on him before. This guy hates Donald Trump, and then add on to it, Hillary, meanwhile, was with the FBI. You know, all these Pfizer reports and all this stuff, doing the fake Russian collusion. It's like, bro, Trump had. Everybody was against him. He still won. And that's why, bro, and then they made his life a living hell once he got in. That's why, Adam, I know we talked about this last time when they were talking about the Trump presidency with the pro-redemption. Bro, that'd be the first thing I would come in and I would be. He has every right to be upset. It's called election interference. Obama had the CIA doing this before he even got elected. Hillary was doing her thing once he got in, made life for him and for the rest of us living hell. Still to this day, people are like, no, he's a Russian asset. So think about that. No accountability for Obama. Your CIA, that scumbag, Mr. Deep State, was spying on everybody, looking and digging for dirt to get him to put him in jail. It's unbelievable. And then today, look what they're doing with him. This guy's nonstop. That's why more and more, bro, every single day that goes by, I'm like, dude, this guy actually came in and genuinely gave a shit about us.
Adam, thoughts?
This is the beauty of America, guys. John Brennan, he's entitled to his opinion, but we know what happens when you just pick a side. MSNBC has chosen their side. This is sort of irrelevant, but it's very relevant. There's a reason that Greg Gutfeld is the #1 late night talk show in America today. He's not the funniest. He's not the most talented. He's certainly not the most creative. Colbert, Fallon, Kimmel, all these guys, infinitely more talented. Probably not Kimmel, but certainly the other guys. But 50% of the country, at least, you're alienating. And when you call someone deplorable, when you call someone an idiot, when you basically say there's a basket of deplorables, you're basically admonishing everybody else and calling them losers. So if John Brennan wants to basically dismiss half the country, that's his choice. I get it. Just like MSNBC has basically done. There needs to be accountability.
But does it bother? What I'm saying is, does it bother you that these reports from these are credible guys, Matt Taibbi and Michael Schellenberger, they're not lightweights, bro. These guys are doing actual
Do we have
work.
the Leslie interview?
Okay, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Pat. This is Trump telling Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes. They are spying on me. He obviously has evidence, and look at her leftist liberal attitude.
So the biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is.
No.
It's all over the place. Leslie,
Sir,
they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes.
Really?
And we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied on my campaign.
Well, we can't verify
It's been totally verified.
No.
It's been, just go down and get the papers.
Get the papers.
They spied on my campaign, they got caught.
No.
And then they went much further than that, and they got caught. And you will see that, Leslie, and you know that, but you just don't want to put it on the
As a matter of fact, I don't know.
Yes.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
The old adage, fool me once, right? Can't get fooled again.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. There's a lot of Americans, myself included, fell for a lot of this. And this isn't left-wing talking points. 60 Minutes is a very mostly moderate, sensible, one of the longest-running television news shows in American history.
Moderate?
Okay, I'm saying mostly.
Which episode did you watch?
Thanks, Tom. But for the most part, they actually are journalists. Traditional journalists, but a lot of Americans...
They're left, but they're not far left.
No, they're not far left at all.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess anything that is center left to Tom is a whack job communist, but that's another point.
Oh,
but there's a lot of Americans who basically were looking at this and they watch 60 Minutes or they watch what's formerly known as CNN or they watch 2020 and they just get their normal news or they watch late night news and they're like, holy shit, this guy Trump, he's really this, that, and the other. I guess it's true. But fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. A lot of the stories that Trump basically refuted and a lot of the stories actually turned out to be true.
But my question was, going back to it, is like, does it bother you that Obama, because this is Obama, I hate when they say Obama CIA. Barack Obama had the CIA use foreign agencies to spy on 26 people for Trump, looking for something to get, that's cheating, election interference. It's unbelievable. There's going to be no accountability because he's untouchable. And then look at, I sent Rob this one too. CNN and all these leftists, Don Lemon, the fruity last name. This is him. Look at the coverage of how they covered Trump. Listen to this.
Maybe the biggest lie of all. Repeatedly, and with no facts to back him up, making the outrageous claim that the so-called deep state spied on his campaign. He did it again today.
Oh, no.
But I hope it's not true, but it looks like it is.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lie.
No, it's not.
Did the intelligence community spy on President Trump and his campaign?
No, we did not.
This is not just an angry president popping off. This is a deliberate and coordinated effort to save his presidency, to cast doubt on the Russia investigation by repeating a lie, repeating it every chance he gets. And that repetition is a key part of the strategy here, because if you hear him say the same thing over and over and over, it gets into your head. You may even start to wonder if there's some truth to it.
This is concerning new report accusing President Obama's CIA of curating.
CNN talking about somebody else lying cracks me up. And that's why it drives me crazy. Like, do you think, Adam, real quick question, do you think Don Lemon, he really feels that type of way? Or he's just saying it because they're telling him, like, you have to report this? Honestly, when he was there. Because he's not
for the viewing audience, it's Don Lemon, but, he's, I guess, French now.
Yeah, no, it is. It's Lemon.
It's Lemon now. Okay, so a lot of journalists have unfortunately turned into activists, and you have to respect whoever you would consider to be actual journalists. You talked about Matt Taibbi. That guy gets a lot of praise out there. You talk about Barry Weiss. There's some legit journalists out there, especially some of the guys on Wall Street Journal. Unfortunately, a lot of talking head journalists are now just activists. And that goes for both sides.
Of course.
Don Lemon on the left, certain people, Hannity on the right, whatever you want to say. These aren't journalists. These are talking head activists. So they're going to actively basically campaign for who they want.
Here's what's going to happen. Within time, we're going to find out exactly what happened. If this story is coming out now and this creates momentum, guess who this hurts the most? If this creates a lot of momentum.
Michelle
Obama.
Damn right.
Bingo. If this thing creates momentum, Michelle Obama, and that means that Trump will be he will be constantly over and over and over again doing to Michelle what he's done to everybody, repeatedly talking about the fact that what her husband did, and she knew and she was a part of it as well, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to be pretty, but eventually we're going to find out. Unfortunately, the damage is already done. They already were able to get him out after 4 years. Question is, when he gets back in, what he's going to be doing.
A lot of things, in a sense, are being done, you understand, in the secrecy, and then you don't even expect them to actually admit some of these things that they are doing. It was maybe probably after everything has been done, all the harm has been done before some of these things will begin to unfold. That's when we get to understand that some of the allegations that President Trump was saying were actually truth. You know, if you look at, in a sense, some of the things, of course, is the Russians who said so that, of course, the CIA were actually spying on 26 associates of President Trump. And then if you look at it like critically, you get to realize that this is part of the election, in a sense, malpractices, and then some of these things were not supposed to happen, but yet some of these things, in a sense, happen. And why do they do so? And you see, the media itself that maybe probably is supposed to investigate some of these things, I mean the journalists, and then to see if some of those things were true and all that. But then you realize that even the CNN and some of these news, they don't even like Donald Trump in the first place. So how are they going to, you know, they are supposed to actually be independent, but then this is just the reality. They don't just even like him, and then, you know, for some of the things that he do say in public, you know, end up having issues with some of them. So instead of them to be maybe independent and then therefore try to investigate some of these things to see if they are true, then therefore condemn some of those things, but then they were not able to do so. And then even when Trump, in a sense, raised an alarm, and then he was saying that they are spying, in a sense, on him, of course, people did not believe him. You see, because of why the government were the one, in a sense, controlling, or let me just say, the Democrat were actually controlling, in a sense, some of these medias. So they keep on putting out, in a sense, a lot of statements to discredit what the president, in a sense, was saying as of then. But then it is now that we get to realize that some of those allegations were actually true. But then nevertheless, of course, election is coming again, so you know, some of those things, in a sense, will still be happening. It shows that there are a lot that happens behind, in a sense, the scene that some people, in a sense, are not aware of. But then at least thanks for some of this revelation, of course, it will help some of us, in a sense, to make a better decision, in a sense, when electing, in a sense, our leader in this very 2024. A very interesting video, and I know that some of you have thought an opinion concerning this, and I want you to drop it at the comment section to tell to whether you believe that President Trump was actually spied by the CIA or it is a lie. Of course, I want to see that at the comment section, and may God bless you as you do so. Bye bye.